Hello there. Today is a very sad day for Australia. All of Australians are upset and hurt right now. If you haven't heard or haven't seen, there was an attack on Sydney where 2 hostages were killed. Mothers. It's extremely sad. And I wish for hope. I wish for calm and peace. I've always wished for peace. But it seems that wishing for peace is useless right now. So instead I'll wish for something else. I'll wish for Australia to come together, to be one, and to fight things like this together instead of apart. Some people are calling this an act of terror. Some people are saying that is just nothing. In my humble opinion, I do not wish to label this as anything else but cruelty. To attack innocents, completely innocent people, is wrong. To attack anyone is wrong, but to attack innocent people is horrible and wrong. In Australia, we have mateship, which means we stand together. As late, we haven't been standing together, and that is where things are going wrong. We need to get back that Australian spirit and stay together, to band together, to help guide us and help through situations like these. And it's truly sad that it has to take a situation like this to remind people of how we are supposed to be. Come on, Australia. We need each other. All of us. Every state. We need every state, every person in every state to band together and help each other through times like these. There are going to be more hard times. I am not going to play the innocence card. I know there are going to be more hard times because something like that doesn't just happen and then peace happens after it. It's not that easy. Whether or not this was an act of terrorism is beside the point, because quite frankly, terrorism is just another name for people who are horrible and cruel. Now, I may not have known any of the people that were killed, or any of the hostages, but I also think that we should know what really happened that day. I think we, as the public, should know what really went on. There is a lot of information that the media and the government is holding back from us. They wouldn't tell us the demands, they wouldn't tell us basically anything other than there were hostages in a cafe being held with the gunman. All they told us was that there was a flag waving, basically an Islamic flag, and the sign for the cut off head, which, as we know, has happened already. There is a bunch of shit that they're not telling us, and I think that we, as the public, have a right to know. Those families also have a right to know. I don't care if it's a matter of security. We, as Australians, should be able to know. We should have rights. And I think that we all should band together to try and fight for our rights as citizens and as people. Now, the loss that we feel is an emotional and heart-wrenching loss, because it's not just the loss of 2 innocent people, it's the loss of a generation, it's the loss of Australia. We already knew far before this that Australia was slowly but surely going down the drain. But this makes it even more clear. I am filled with sadness, I am filled with sorrow, but I am also filled with anger. Anger at the government, anger at these people, and anger at just about every single thing that happens. This is a normal response. To just go, oh, you know, this just happened, so it happened and we should all just, you know, carry on with our normal everyday lives and forget that anything really took place this day. No, I don't think so. If we take that approach, all we're doing is dismissing it and not handling the situation at hand. This isn't just about these people trying to do whatever they think they're trying to do to us. This is about the government allowing this shit. We know, as the public, that we have all these intelligent agencies hidden away in Australia. So how did no one know? You can't tell me that nobody knew that something like this was going to happen at this point, because if they've got so much intelligence, they would have known, and they could have stopped it. But oh no, they couldn't do that. And then they go and say, well, we've got the best negotiators there. If you really had the best negotiators there, then how come 2 were killed? Sure, the rest, no, not the rest, 5 were let go. That's great. 5 lives saved. While the rest of them are traumatized for life, those of who actually survived. Faith in humanity is leaving, slowly but surely. We need to get that faith back, and to get it back we need to stand together and try desperately to find answers. It's not easy, no. But without finding answers, we will never be able to fight something like this. And our troops that are sent over to other countries to help them, they need to help us. They need to help their own country. Instead of going into other countries because of mateship and because they're our supposed allies. We don't know when the cards are down if they would actually help us back. We don't know that for certain. Because the way the world is changing, everybody is basically out for themselves. That's my piece. I'm sorry if you don't agree with my opinion. That's your opinion. But this is mine. Stand together, Australia, or we will fall apart